Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Bates. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now. Track to 60. 19 right.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll run with Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks look all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. It's Bates. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Sentinels are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And this return going to come to a quick end. Belted at the end of that one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go.
Throwing is Williams. is going to have the hook up to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Trap 60. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bates. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
First down, Oklahoma City.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, it's Bates, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try to run this one in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go now. Hey. Hurt.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Thunderbirds 3.
Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. An audible here to get a new look. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sanders' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and 4. To throw, Williams.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go. Alert, alert. Check, Panther.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Sentinels have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3.
Thunderbirds 3. Young Way 2 is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on, set, go!
Oh, design run for their wideout. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Well, now they'll try the end around. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Over the middle, it's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go!
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll roll him out right. Williams loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Go!
Working out of the gun, Williams. That is caught, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Thunderbirds are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Operating from the gun, Williams. Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Sanders' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Robinson with another carry. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Robinson. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Trey McBride.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Thunderbirds continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now back to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confidence.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Thunderbirds 38, Sentinels 27. Young Wei Koo is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To the air, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It already looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Sentinels have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 41, Sentinels 34. Young Way Crew set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Let's go now. Bronco switch.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, go!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Set go.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Stephanie. Track 60. Get up.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.